In the past, Kowloon Walled City was considered the most scandalous slum in Hong Kong. This land seems to be outlawed and is both a refuge for the poor working people and a stronghold of the gypsies. This place also concentrates a lot of social evils, but deep inside it still has a glorious beauty for a while. Formed during the Song Dynasty, located in the north of Hong Kong, Kowloon Walled City is the most dangerous and densely populated area in the world. Kowloon Walled City at its inception was just a small shelter for soldiers to fight pirates and a salt production site that was expanded in 1810. In 1841, Hong Kong was occupied by the British Empire under the terms of the Treaty of Nanjing. However, this place was still under Chinese ownership. At that time, the Yin dynasty built and renovated this place into a solid fortress to resist British expansion into Chinese territory. In 1891, suspecting that the governor of Canton had intentions to against, the British attacked Kowloon Walled City and took control of it for 99 years. But they were not interested in developing this place. By the time of World War II, Hong Kong in general and Kowloon Walled City in particular were occupied by the Japanese. At this time, many parts of Kowloon Walled City had been destroyed. After the Japanese surrendered in 1945, this place returned to British control, but it was severely degraded. Region with the highest population density in the world. After the Japanese surrendered, the Chinese wanted to regain control of Kowloon Walled City. They poured into this area to reside illegally in number of about 2,000 people. In 1941, after unsuccessful attempts to expel the Chinese from here, the British government decided to abandon this place. Due to the lack of management from both the Chinese and British sides, Kowloon Walled City became a mess and was linked to a land where there was no law. Since the 1950s, Kowloon Walled City had been inhabited by more than 50,000 people, an increase in housing demand. Therefore, some wealthy businessmen decided to build hundreds more high-rise buildings in Kowloon Walled City. In buildings with small areas and having tens of thousands of people live, the feeling of being cramped and suffocating was inevitable. When viewed from the outside, you'll see small nooks and crannies connecting the buildings. People can go from one building to another without stepping down the street. No wonder Kowloon Walled City quickly became a garbage city, with loads of waste piled up into mountains. Sewage always flows underground and never has clean water. Electricity is also a luxury here. Where to make money without any laws? Because there was no one to manage, Kowloon Walled City was controlled and manipulated by the trials from 1950s to 1970s. Under this management, the city became a hub for gambling, prostitution, drug trafficking, and many other evils. Most residents in Kowloon Walled City are drug addicts, and the use of child labor is also very common. Since there is no law, business in Kowloon Walled cities is also not clearly regulated. Thanks to that, people can set up their own business. This also made the trade in this place very busy. In 1965, Wee Tsui Choi opened a noodle factory in Kowloon Walled City because the rental price was very low and there was no need to apply for a permit. Because strict regulations can be avoided, many people in Hong Kong often go to Kowloon Walled City to eat stewed dog meat, a traditional Chinese dish that has long been banned in Hong Kong. Even mainland Chinese doctors, dentists, and experts who have been stripped of their licenses or have invalid degrees also come to Kowloon Walled City. In fact, the clinics here don't have a business license, nor do dentists have a license. The equipment was also used before. The sanitary conditions here are extremely bad, but the patients don't care as long as the dentist is skilled. Beauty is hidden behind the mask. Despite the chaos, the people here still preserve the traditional values, the way of eating, the way of living, especially the elderly and the children are absolutely protected. The space that people enjoy the most in Kowloon Walled City is the roof, because it is an open place for everyone to play and breathe in the fresh air. Some people have no identity, no money, and no place to stay, and Kowloon Walled City would be the place to welcome them. In 1993, the Kowloon Walled City removal program officially started. In May 1994, this place was completely removed. However, the memory of the slum still lives on the hearts of the people of Hong Kong forever. Thanks for watching the video. Goodbye and see you later.